What if I told you that those restless nights you've been brushing off could actually be warning signs of something far more serious than just getting older? Many seniors think waking up multiple times at night or struggling to fall asleep is simply a normal part of aging. But the truth is, poor sleep after 60 can silently damage your heart, accelerate memory decline, and even shorten your lifespan. Hello, my name is Dr. William Harris, and I've spent over 25 years specializing in senior healthcare. In that time, I've seen firsthand how something as simple as disrupted sleep can completely change the course of someone's health journey. Patients who once felt just a little fatigue ended up developing long-term conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and even early dementia, all linked back to years of neglected sleep issues. And here's the part that most people don't realize. You don't have to accept poor sleep as your new normal. With the right awareness and small but consistent actions, you can restore not only your sleep, but also protect your heart, your brain, and your overall vitality. In today's video, we'll uncover why poor sleep after 60 is more dangerous than you think, what it does inside your body, and most importantly, what you can start doing tonight to turn things around. So, if you or someone you love has been struggling with sleep, stay with me because this conversation could change the way you look at bedtime forever. When we're younger, a night of poor sleep might simply mean feeling groggy the next morning. But after age 60, sleep plays a completely different role in our health. It's no longer just about feeling rested. It becomes a matter of protecting the heart, the brain, and even the immune system. Studies show that nearly 50% of adults over 60 experience some form of chronic sleep disturbance. This could be waking up frequently, struggling to fall asleep, or waking up far too early. And while many people dismiss this as just part of aging, the medical reality is much more alarming. Here's why it matters so much. The heart connection. During deep sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops, your heart rate slows, and your cardiovascular system gets a chance to repair. Without this nightly reset, the heart is constantly under stress. Research from the American Heart Association reveals that seniors with chronic insomnia have a significantly higher risk of hypertension, arrhythmias, and even stroke. The brain connection. Sleep isn't just for rest, it's the brain's cleanup crew. When you sleep deeply, your brain clears out toxic proteins like beta amyloid, the same protein linked to the Alzheimer's disease. If sleep is cut short or fragmented, those proteins accumulate, increasing the risk of memory loss and dementia. That's why seniors with untreated sleep apnea or chronic insomnia are almost 2 times more likely to experience cognitive decline. The immune system. As we age, our immune system already becomes weaker. Without proper sleep, it loses even more of its ability to fight infection. That's why older adults with poor sleep are more prone to frequent colds, slower wound healing, and even higher cancer risk. The dangerous part is that these changes don't happen overnight. They creep in silently. A patient of mine once told me, "I thought it was just old age making me tired. I never realized my heart was paying the price." By the time many seniors seek help, the damage has already been building for years. The good news, while poor sleep can put your health at serious risk, it's not irreversible. Once we understand what's happening in the body, we can take small but powerful steps to restore healthy sleep patterns and in turn, protect nearly every system in the body. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. Now that we understand why sleep problems after 60 are so dangerous, let's talk about what you can actually do about it. Here are 5 proven strategies I recommend to my patients to improve sleep quality, backed by science, but simple enough to apply starting tonight. 1. Create a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Your body thrives on routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls sleep. Case example, one of my patients, a 67-year-old retired teacher, struggled with waking up at 3 a.m. every night. Once she committed to a strict 10 p.m. bedtime and 6 a.m. wake-up routine, her sleep stabilized within 3 weeks. Practical tip, choose a realistic bedtime and wake-up time and stick to it. Consistency is more powerful than trying to catch up on lost sleep. 2. Limit stimulants, especially in the afternoon. Caffeine and alcohol can interfere with deep sleep. Seniors metabolize caffeine more slowly, meaning that late afternoon coffee could still be in your system at midnight. Case example, a 72-year-old gentleman told me he only drank 1 cup of coffee at 4 p.m. After cutting it out, his nighttime awakenings dropped from 5 times per night to just 1. Practical tip, stop caffeine by 2 p.m. And while alcohol may help you fall asleep faster, it actually fragments your sleep cycle, so limit it, especially before bed. 3. Optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom should signal only two things: sleep and relaxation. A cool, dark, and quiet environment encourages deeper rest. Case example, a couple in their 60s came to me with constant nighttime awakenings. The culprit? A noisy clock and too much light leaking in. With blackout curtains, a quieter alarm, and a white noise machine, they both slept through the night for the first time in years. Practical tip: aim for a bedroom temperature of 65-68 DGF, 1820 DCC. Remove glowing electronics. Consider earplugs or a sound machine if noise is an issue. Consider or get daytime movement and morning sunlight. Exercise and natural light exposure are powerful sleep regulators. Morning sunlight resets your body's circadian rhythm, while movement helps you feel physically ready for rest at night. Case example, a 70-year-old woman who added a 20-minute morning walk into her daily routine noticed that her bedtime insomnia almost completely disappeared within a month. Practical tip: aim for at least 20-30 minutes of walking or light exercise daily, ideally outdoors in the morning. 5. Practice a wind-down routine. Your brain needs signals that it's time to shift into rest mode. Reading, gentle stretching, or deep breathing can calm the nervous system before bed. Case example, I work with a man who used to scroll through his phone until midnight, only to toss and turn for hours. After replacing his phone with 10 minutes of guided breathing exercises, he was falling asleep within 15 minutes most nights. Practical tip: turn off screens at least 1 hour before bed. Replace them with a calming ritual like reading a physical book, meditation, or a warm shower. These steps may seem simple, but together they can transform sleep quality and, by extension, overall health after 60. Remember, small, consistent changes lead to powerful results. Let me share with you the story of Mr. Thompson, a 68-year-old retired engineer who came to see me a few years ago. When he first walked into my office, he looked exhausted. His wife told me he was falling asleep at the dinner table, and yet he never felt rested in the morning. He had accepted poor sleep as just old age. But when we ran some tests, we discovered his blood pressure was climbing, his blood sugar was unstable, and his memory was starting to slip, all connected to years of restless nights. At first, he felt hopeless. Dr. Harris, he said, "I'm too old to change." But we started small. I asked him to stop drinking coffee after lunch, take a short walk every morning, and dim the lights 1 hour before bed. Within a month, he was sleeping through the night more often than not. Within 3 months, his energy returned, his mood lifted, and even his blood pressure readings began to improve. Mr. Thompson's story is not unique. I've seen countless seniors who thought sleepless nights were inevitable until they realized that simple, consistent habits could restore both their sleep and their health. Now I'd like to hear from you. If you've ever struggled with restless nights after 60, let me know in the comments by typing yes. And while you're at it, tell me where you're watching from. I always love seeing this community grow around the world. Your story matters. By sharing, you might inspire someone else who's silently battling the same problem. But what should you remember from today's video? Let's keep it simple. Poor sleep after 60 is not just getting older. It can silently damage your heart, your brain, and your immune system. Your habits matter. A consistent sleep routine, limiting stimulants, optimizing your sleep environment, and getting sunlight and movement during the day can dramatically improve rest. Small changes add up. You don't need a complete lifestyle overhaul overnight. Focus on 1 or 2 improvements and build from there. The bottom line is this: better sleep means better health. It's never too late to protect your heart, preserve your memory, and wake up feeling truly refreshed. If you found value in today's video, here's what I'd love you to do. Hit the like button and let me know this helped you. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the health tips that could change your life after 60. And please share this video with a friend or loved one who may be struggling with sleep. They might need this message more than you realize. And here's a little preview. In my next video, I'll be sharing 5 foods seniors over 60 must avoid for a healthy heart. You don't want to miss it. This is Dr. William Harris, and remember, small, consistent actions can transform your health, one night of good sleep at a time.